Weston. I'm Information and Communication Manager for Distribution Services North Europe. And what I do really is I support the business with strategic communication, helping managers and the business generally to inform co-workers and also have a dialogue with co-workers about the strategic business direction.
My name is Reza Shomali. I'm responsible for the DC, and our main task is to make sure that we have goods availability in our stores.
My name is Pernilla Boy. I work as a warehouse manager at the DC. In my job, I make sure that our customer has everything they need, that we have all the things we need in the stores. And in my daily work, together with my team leaders, we make sure that we do the right prioritizations during the day to make sure that we have everything available for the customers.
I applied online, actually. I wasn't in the company before, so I applied online on their sort of external website. I sent that through. I was called for a telephone interview. A bit later I was called for an interview with my hiring manager. We met at an office in Peterborough in the UK, and a week later I came to Sweden. I had an interview here and some tests and met a few of the people I'd be working with. And then a few days after that I was offered the role. And a week later, I moved. So it was all very, very quick. There wasn't too much thinking time on my part. I was quite happy to accept the role by the time I'd met the people I'd been working with, and also found out a bit more about the job and the company and what exactly we do in distribution services.
The DCs are responsible for having the IKEA range in stock so that we can make it available for our customers in the stores, which means that we are providing our customers with goods on daily basis. And when it comes to volumes, we are quite big. In this DC we handle approximately 2 million cubic meters every year, and that's our main task. Beside that, of course, we have to do that to really low cost as possible, and that is always a challenge for us. And that is the role of the DC in the IKEA concept.
I think it's two parts in my job. One big part is that I would say it's about moving, trying to find new, I would say do things in a better way to make sure that we fulfill what we should. We don't need to run faster, but to find better ways, smarter ways to do it. And try to do it a little bit better every day. That is one thing. I think that's a challenge in my job. And the other part is to work with all the people, and that's my passion, to work for the people and with the people. I think that is one of the biggest reasons why I have the job that I have today.
The most inspiring thing about my job is the combination with people and business together. I really love that because I would be bored if I just only working with stock and transports and stuff like that. But the combination with people is really inspiring and makes me want to go to work every day, and that's really fun.
I think they're quite vast within IKEA. One thing I've seen since I've been here is that a lot of people have moved around to very many different parts of the business. And there's one thing that I think a lot of people don't know about IKEA. There are so many different parts of IKEA, and that opens up so many different possibilities. I'm in communication right now. I have some finance experience in my background. I might be able to move back towards a finance career in the future, or take on a HR role or a general management role. There are so many possibilities, and I haven't given it a massive amount of thought as to where I want to go next. But I think, there are several opportunities if I want to take them.
The most important for me is that I can have a job like I have today, that I have a lot of responsibility, a possibility to influence a lot, And I said, as I said, that I can work with people on a daily basis. That is what gives me the energy to go on.
I can't say that I have. I don't have exactly the dream job, but I know what I want to do. I have some parts with me from IKEA, and I know some parts which I want to explore. I have been working with customers before, but never selling, which I think would be a really interesting. But I can also see other parts which I would like to try and to see. So not a position, but I know which parts I want to have more of. Absolutely, yeah.
The home furnishing passion for me is to have something that is working in your life and also helping you to go on with your life at home. And what I like, what the passion for me is the details in home furnishing business. And I of course love the design and think it's the important part, but the functionality and how it makes my life easier at home the most important. And that's what I really love about our range at IKEA, that we are not only talking about the design or the lowest price, we also want to have it helping the people in their daily life. For IKEA career, definitely, since we are a multinational company, mobility is one of the most important things, I would say, because probably your next dream job could end up in a different city than you are today. So mobility is an important part that you should consider before applying for IKEA.
The job opportunities, and I think that's a real sort of strength of the company, that people do move around quite frequently. That's not the only story. There are people who move all the time between sort of Europe, from Sweden to China, from the UK to Russia and so on. So it happens quite regularly. We actually have a programme that is all about mobility for people who've been in IKEA for around a year, who want to really progress within IKEA. They get the chance to go and see different units within IKEA, different countries where we operate as well.
The IKEA leadership for me is very much leading by example, not talking so much about how things should be done, but doing it together and reaching the results together. And that is very much a leadership for me. The leadership also includes for me at IKEA to involve your co-workers. And that's not only a word that I would like to use that we want to do, but we really try to do. And we have also seen and we see that we can reach results when we include our co-workers. And that is the leadership for me at IKEA. And another important part of leadership at IKEA is also being out in the reality, not only sitting behind your desk and try to figure out how things should be, but go out and see and talk to your co-workers and have the best ideas and together accomplish things. I mean, working as a manager or leader in IKEA, first of all, you're appointed as a manager, but the leadership is something that a competence that you get from your coworkers. So it's really important that you work your way up, even though you've gotten a position on the paper. So that's the first thing that you have to be prepared on. But you will not get those first-class tickets when you are traveling. You should be aware that is the red thread throughout the company. We don't only say that we are a low-price company, but we try to have that throughout everything that we do. So if you expect a Mercedes car as your vehicle, that's not going to happen. But if you expect a company that allows you to take as much responsibility that you want, this is the right company for you.
In terms of sustainability, I think IKEA really does quite a bit. I think it's always looking as a company to do more. It's always considering sustainability as a key factor in product development, in production, in transportation, distribution, and in the sale of the product, and also the end life. So I think there's a whole chain of thought, and I think the focus within IKEA has shifted to having sustainability as a real tenet of behaviour. So it's a very important factor for the business, and I think a lot of action is taken around it. I think that focus is going to get bigger in society, not just within IKEA, but I think IKEA is already at the forefront of thinking about it already, which is a great sort of first step to getting there. But there's always much more to do with that.
The best things about working at IKEA is that there are always things happening. You have to like the moving and the changing and the trying, and that is one thing that I really appreciate. And working together with other people to try to find the best things, I would say that is the key. Yeah, that's absolutely the best things. Yeah.